Hi guys, it's Dave the Carp Man here. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Just doing a couple of days on my local syndicate lake. Just read a few comments on my video to see if I can demonstrate and show the viewers of a carp rig that is very easy to make, even for the less experienced anglers out there. I'm going to show you today how to make a multi-rig that, regardless of your level of experience, you'll be able to make this rig in a few minutes. I love this rig. I've caught a lot of fish on this rig in the last two years. So I'm going to show you briefly now how to make one. As I said, it's called the multi-rig. You need a piece of braid or your chosen hook link. First of all, you need to, I've done this earlier, you just need to tie an overhand loop, cut off the tag end, singe the end so it sits there nice. That's where your bait's going to go. Then you need to get your chosen hook. One of my tips, guys, is make sure you use a really sharp hook. You don't want that fish of a lifetime to turn up and your hook's not that sharp and you end up getting a hook pull. I use hooks from the team that I'm with, Sharp Tackle. Been using them for 2 years now. I've never had a problem with their hooks, and it includes in the name, extremely sharp. So what you need to do is you need to thread your loop through the front of the hook. It's a bit tricky, so what I do is I use a bit of bait floss. So you put the bait floss through the loop of your braid, like so. Then you're going to thread that through the eye of the hook, and it's going to be easier for you to pull that through the hook. As I said, guys, it's got to go through the front of the hook, like so. So get the first tag end through, and then get the second one through, like so, and it just enables you to pull that through the hook. So there you go. That's the loop through the eye of the hook. So what you need to do then is you need to get your bait screw. This is the bait screw here. You need to thread the loop through the bait screw before you put the loop over the hook, and I'll show you that in a minute. So now I've got my loop through the hook and through the bait screw, like so. Now you need to put the loop over the hook. So I'll do it here and then I'll go close to the camera so you can see. So I've just put that over the hook, and now you need to pull tight, like so. So you're left with that. Hope you can see all that. Good thing about using a multi-rig, it resets itself. So when you cast out, it's going to be like that. And if you reel in from a take or a bite, and you want to make sure something's picked up your bait, you'll see it because it goes like that. And if you see, it resets itself. You just put it back and it resets itself and goes nice and tight back onto the hook. So the next thing you need to do, guys, is you need to put a rig sinker. Good thing about these rigs as well is you can use a pop-up or a bottom bait. So if you're using a pop-up, use a large rig sinker and push that right down to the shank of the hook. Sometimes I use two to make sure my rig is actually sitting dead flat on the bottom of the lake bed. So you put your rig sinker on, guys, like so. So there's your rig sinker. Push that down. If you're using a pop-up, especially if you're using a large rig sinker, that will sit flat and your pop-up will sit up like that. Test it in a bucket of water before you cast it out, guys. So the last thing you need to do is you need to make your loop to attach this to your main line. And this is the most important knot. So make sure you're 100% confident in your knots, guys. The least you want is, again, that fish turning up, your PB potentially, and your knot is not secure and you end up losing the fish. Invest in a knot puller, they're only 50p. So as I said, I put a bit of saliva on that and pull that really tight, like so. Then cut off your tag end. and then singed a little bit that's left over. So you're left with that. Now you can obviously put a tapered sleeve over your loop when you attach it to your quick link to stop it coming off. And the last thing you need to do is obviously put your bait on the end. I'll show you using a pop-up. So literally this is why I like using bait screws as well. They're so simple. You're not fiddling around with bait stoppers. Just screw that on. So when you cast out, it's going to be tight. It's going to be like that. Obviously, if fish picks it up, it goes like so. And if you're using a pop-up as well, the pop-up, once it hits the bottom of the water, pop-up will just sit up like that from top of the hook, nicely on the bottom of the water with the hook underneath. As I said, you can use them for bottom bait and for pop-ups. And that, guys, is really it. That's a multi-rig that's caught me a lot of fish. And I hope for you guys who've never made rigs, this could save you some money, so you don't got to buy the pre-made rigs from the shop that cost like $3.99 for one rig. All that set up there, if you break it down, it's probably cost me just close to £1. So give it a go, guys. Any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll happily reply and answer your questions. Thanks for watching. Tight lines, everyone, and I hope you have a good spring now for fishing. See you later.